Before the video starts, I'm probably going to say the word mobility like 100 times in this video because obviously it's an SMG video, so a lot of these weapons have a lot of mobility attachments, so I'm probably going to say it a lot, so just bear with me. Yeah, in today's video we're going to be going through the top 10 SMGs after the most recent Season 3 update in Warzone. There's already a top 10 assault rifle video on my channel. If you're interested, just go to my channel and it should be there. But without further ado, let's get into this. If you're new around here, please do subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. We're getting so close to 80,000 subscribers, which is just insane. Let's get into it. The SMG in this video is going to be the MP40. Of course, this thing is literally broken, and it doesn't matter how many nerfs this thing gets, it'll still be really, really good for so long. Let's get into the class. So the first attachment is going to be the recoil booster, increasing the fire rate, and then the short barrel, which increases the damage range and the limb damage. We're then going to be using the hand stop underbarrel, increasing the recoil control and accuracy, and then the magazine for the recoil control, movement speed, aim down sight speed, and the fire rate. This is a really, really good attachment for this weapon, and it completely changed it, so make sure to stick it on. Partner that with the new subsonic ammo. I say new because it's just had a buff, so it basically it takes you off the minimap basically whenever you shoot. Before, it used to have a bunch of cons where it decreased your mobility and stuff like that, but they've deleted all the cons now and it's only pros, so it's pretty good. So if you want to stay hidden, definitely something to try out. And I just want to quickly mention any Vanguard assault rifle I mentioned in this entire video, there's two options you can use. Subsonic, which takes you off the minimap, or lengthened, that just increases the bullet velocity by a little bit. It's up to you. The next attachment is fabric grip, increasing the mobility. The stock, increasing the mobility. Perk 2, sprint speed. Optic is my favorite. My favorite is the last optic, but you guys can use whatever optic you guys want to. I just think this is the cleanest for this weapon. And then quick, I think I've already mentioned that. Perfectionist for the recoil control. Let's get into the next class. Next in the video, we have the Cold War MP5, which is one of my favorite SMGs, and it has been for a very long time. The time to kill on this is very, very quick. So we're going to be using the Agency Suppressor, which increases the accuracy and the range, then the Tiger Team Spotlight, increasing the mobility, Raider Stock, increasing the mobility, Serpent Wrap, increasing the mobility, increasing the ADS time, all of that good stuff. This is a very, very quick class, very, very high time to kill, and the mobility is great. I love this weapon like a lot. It's one of my favorite SMGs. 50 round magazine as well, which is quite a lot of bullets. Let's get into the next class. I don't want to talk about this one too much because it's only got 5 attachments, which is pretty simple. Talking about the LARPer, this is a very, very underrated SMG, and I really do like this gun quite a lot. The time to kill is up there, and the mobility is up there, and it's great. So the first attachment is the Agency Suppressor, increasing the recoil control and the range, and then the Rifled Barrel, which increases the fire rate and also the damage, which is a really good attachment on this weapon. Next up, we have the Microflex LED. The iron sights on this weapon are very ugly and very big, so you want to make sure to stick the Microflex LED on because it makes it a lot easier to use this weapon. Then we have the Raider Stock, which increases the mobility, and then the 50 round magazine. Another one of my favorite SMGs, the OTS. This thing has been very good for a very long time, and I honestly don't really see this SMG going anywhere anytime soon. It's been very good for literally as long as I can remember. So we have the GRU Suppressor once again for the recoil control and the range. The Task Force Barrel for the range and the strafe speed. Strafe speed is a very, very good thing to have on an SMG. Basically, when you're in a gunfight and you're aiming down sight, shooting the enemy, it allows you to move left and right a lot quicker than normal, which could throw your enemies off guard, and they're not going to be able to hit their shots as often because you're going to be moving a lot faster than they're probably used to, which is it's a really good attachment. We have the Skeletal Stock, increasing the strafe speed and the sprint fire time. We have the Serpent Wrap, increasing the ADS, and then the Fast Mag, the 40 Fast Mag. That is the full class. Let's get into the next one. Next in the video, we have the Well Gun. I love this weapon, but I also hate it at the same time. It feels good. I like it, but some games I don't like it. I don't know what it is. So we have the Recoil Booster, which increases the fire rate, and then the Shrouded Barrel, which increases the accuracy. The Hand Stop, increasing the accuracy as well. The Slate Reflector, remove stock for the mobility, movement speed, ADS, acrobatic for the movement speed, quick for the movement speed, fabric for the mobility, 64 round magazine, or you can use the Gorenko 40 instead. The 40 round mag is going to make it more accurate, give you more movement speed and increase the fire rate, but it's going to be a little bit weaker. And the 64 mag is going to give you a bunch more bullets, so you can clear out a whole team a little bit more easy, but it's not going to be as accurate. And in the hollow point attachment, or like I said before, you can use subsonic if you want to, or lengthened. And then hand stop, yeah, that's the full loadout. Let's get into the next one. So we have the Owen gun, which is statistically one of the best SMGs in the entire game right now. The time to kill is one of the fastest, the mobility is one of the fastest, and everything about this weapon is just like 10 out of 10. There's nothing I can say that's bad about this weapon. So the first attachment is the recoil booster, increasing the fire rate, and then the rapid barrel, which also increases the fire rate. We have the hand stop attachment as well, which increases the recoil control and accuracy. 72 round drum, increasing the recoil control and the fire rate. Then the lengthened ammo type or subsonic, like I mentioned before. Stippled grip tape for the recoil recovery. The Model 47 optic, remove stock for the mobility, brace for the recoil control, and quick for the mobility as well. This weapon does have quite a bit of recoil on it, so it's very important to have the brace perk, stippled grip tape, the magazine, and the hand stop. Those 4 attachments really increase the accuracy and make this weapon a lot better. The next weapon on this video is going to be the Type 100, and this is a very good SMG. It has one of the fastest time to kills at the moment, but it has a little bit of a slower mobility. I don't ever see anyone using this weapon for some reason, but it's really good, and it has some of the best statistics. So once again, we have the recoil booster increasing the fire rate, the rapid barrel increasing the fire rate, Mark skeletal underbarrel for the ADS speed, 48 round magazine for the damage penetration, etc. It's going to make the weapon have a faster time to kill, lengthened or subsonic. Fabric grip is going to increase the mobility, stock for the mobility and also the accuracy as well. Fleet and quick for the movement speed, and then slate reflector, or you can use any other sight. It's up to you. I just like to use the slate reflector on this weapon. That is the full class. Let's get into the next one. Okay, so next up we have the Mach 10, which is actually one of the quickest weapons in the entire game. The movement speed is very fast on this weapon, so if you want to be quick, this is something you should definitely try out. So we have the agency suppressor for the recoil control and the range, the task force barrel for the range again, and it increases the strafe speed like the OTS. 53 round drum, very strange amount of bullets, but 53 round drum, serpent wrap for the increased ADS, and the raider stock for the mobility. That's the full class. Let's get into the next one. Alright, this is a really underrated weapon, but I absolutely love this class. So we have the Uzi. This is a really good weapon. Great time to kill. This is a hipfire build, and it has one of the most accurate hipfires in the entire game. The monolithic suppressor to take you off the minimap and increase the range. 5mm laser and the Merc foregrip for the recoil control and the hipfire accuracy, making this weapon obviously really accurate when you hipfire. 50 round magazine and the no stock attachment for increased mobility and movement speed. I'm not going to talk about this weapon too much because there's only 5 attachments. It's a pretty simple class, but it's really good. Great time to kill, really quick mobility, and it's got really good hip fire as well. The final weapon in this video is going to be the Armada 43. This is a kind of new SMG. It came last season, and it is a pretty good SMG. Alright, so once again, it's a Vanguard weapon, and on all Vanguard SMGs, you pretty much want to use the recoil booster on every single one. Then we have this barrel increasing the accuracy, hand stop for the accuracy, 72 round magazine for the damage and the bullet velocity penetration. 72 bullets as well is a lot of bullets in an SMG, so you can wipe out an entire team very easily. Then we have lengthened or subsonic once again, fabric grip for the mobility, slate reflector, or you can use any other optic of your choice, it doesn't really matter. Skeletal stock for the mobility and the firing recoil control, hard scope for the recoil control, and quick. That is the full 10 class setups. Subscribe for more, I'd really appreciate it. We're almost at 80k, help me out, and thanks for watching. Peace out.